Factsverse presents the 10 safest places to be when World War III starts. Number 1. Switzerland. Switzerland has a tradition of neutrality. Their tradition is so well known that when a person is avoiding taking sides in a friend's fight, they say that they are Switzerland. There are bunkers spread around Switzerland and they have a heavily armed army. If there was an invasion, the country and its people would probably be safe. During its violent past, Switzerland has been Europe's safe haven. Switzerland is bordered by France, Italy, and Germany, which can be dangerous if a war breaks out. However, there are plenty of mountains protecting the country. If a war breaks out, you'll be safe in the mountains. Number 2. Tuvalu. Tuvalu is an island nation located in a very remote part of the Pacific Ocean. This is a neutral island, and due to its extreme remoteness, it keeps them out of political problems around the world. Tuvalu has a very small population, and they don't have many resources, therefore nobody really has a reason to attack the area. The locals produce and consume their own food, making them very independent. This independence makes Tuvalu a safe place to be if a war were to break out. Number 3. New Zealand. New Zealand is one of the most secluded and most developed nations in the world. They have a stable democracy, and they're not involved in any major conflicts with other countries. New Zealand is very mountainous, and the terrain can make a great place to hide out until the war ends. The mountains might even be able to withstand the brunt of a missile, keeping you safe if there is an attack. Number 4. Bhutan. Bhutan is located in the perfect place to hide out if there is a World War III. It's surrounded by the Himalayan mountains. It's one of the most secluded, landlocked countries in the world. In 1971, Bhutan joined the United Nations. Since then, they have remained neutral when it comes to political entanglements. Also, they have no diplomatic relationships with the United States. Not only will you be safe in Bhutan if a war breaks out thanks to the geography, nobody will be out to hurt anyone in this country. Number 5. Chile. Chile is a great place to be if a Third World War were to break out for a couple of reasons. Chile, or Chile, is the most stable and prosperous nation in South America. It makes it a place where you can live after the war starts. You would have all the food and resources that you need there. Also, it is shielded by the Andes Mountains around the borders, and that'll keep you protected while the war's being fought. Since the next war will likely be a nuclear war, the mountains are going to come in handy. Number 6. Iceland. Iceland is one of the best places to be if a war breaks out. The country is neutral, and they ranked in at number 1 in the 2016 Global Peace Index. Also, Iceland doesn't share any land borders with other countries. To keep the people of Iceland safe are the mountains nearby that can be used as shelter. You might have trouble staying warm in Iceland, though, but at least you'll be able to wait out the war safely. Number 7. Denmark. If any type of conflict were to spread across Europe, Denmark might be a target due to their involvement with the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, known as NATO. Also, it is in close proximity to the major nations in the European Union. The exception is Greenland. Like Iceland, Greenland is very remote and mountainous. Also, they are not at all aligned with any country politically. If you're in Denmark when a war breaks out, just get to Greenland as fast as you can. Number 8. Malta. For centuries, empires have tried to capture the island of Malta, and they have failed. Malta is a tiny island nation in the Mediterranean Sea. Most armies wouldn't bother to invade the island nowadays. It'd be too costly. Also, it's so small that most armies wouldn't waste a missile on the island. There's really no reason for any countries to want to overtake Malta today, making it a safe place to be if World War III starts. Number 9. Ireland. Ireland is very prosperous and developed. Fortunately, the Irish don't have any ties to any of the other countries that would be involved in a Third World War. Ireland is an independent country and they're not a member of NATO. Also, they have a long-standing history of military neutrality. If Ireland were going to enter into any external conflicts, it would first need to be approved by the UN, which is the country's government, and the Irish legislature. If a war is about to break out, Ireland is probably a safe place to be. Number 10. Fiji. Of the 10 safest places to be when World War III starts, Fiji is not only safe, but it's a tropical paradise. Fiji is a very remote island nation in the Pacific Ocean. Because it is isolated from potential invaders, it would be a great place to be if World War III were to start. Because of its low population, the fact that the government remains neutral regarding formal affairs and they don't have many resources, it'd be a waste of time for an army to invade Fiji, making it a safe place to be. Subscribe for more!